Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, pretty easy, not really anything groundbreaking, just a little overdue Q&A. I asked on my Instagram Q&A questions for YouTube, so I have plenty here in front of me. I think I've just set like a timer for like 25 minutes, so I'll just talk, because obviously if I set like 30 questions, if I get through them really quick, different questions will have different length answers, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do a long intro. Appreciate the questions, and let's just get into it. One of my besties actually asks me my favourite plant. I really like, I don't know the Latin name, someone maybe can enlighten me in the comments, but the snake plant, the kind of tall architectural one, it's a snake plant, it's pretty self-explanatory. Love them, and she's also asked my favourite flower. She knows that it's a peony. I love peonies so much. I just love how blousy and kind of beautiful they are. And they're also really gorgeous in their scent. So peonies, if you ever want to send me them. Top 3 dream destinations. For sure Japan. It's been on my list for a while. Maybe Brazil. Another beautiful country. And I need one more. This isn't really necessarily the destination, it's probably the person I would be going with, but if I had a really great situationship, I would love to go to Paris and do romantic things there. So they're my top 3. Looking back on life since finishing school or college or university, would you do anything differently? I do check in with that question with myself all the time, and of course when we go through life, there are regrets and we kind of ugh, why did I do that? Why did I say that? But really in life, it's the things that you don't do that you fully regret. And I really, at the moment, I'm not looking back. I think everything that's happened in my life has led up to this moment, and I'm in a really great moment. So how could I say, ugh, I would do that differently? Because I don't know if I'd be alive. I don't know if any good things would have happened. Something worse could have happened, so I really try not to look back. Of course we have embarrassing moments, but I think that just makes us more human, and I guess eventually it'll be a funny story to tell. Or if it's a story in which you've suffered, it's great to be able to share that with other people, because if you share your pain, it can empower other people and emancipate yourself. So that's always brilliant, the truth will set you free. What advice, if any, would you give to 16-year-old Nicholas? Everyone's on their own journey. I think as a 16-year-old, people that might have known me a long time, I was probably a little bit arrogant, and really that was just a defense mechanism to protect myself from any pain. And I think I would have maybe just told myself, calm down a little bit, just take it down from an 11 to a 7. Because in doing that, I would also say, stop caring as much what people think, because people are going to hate you, dislike what you're doing, or people are going to love what you're doing. So just don't focus on the negative, just only focus on the positive, and those are the people that will hold you up. And you'll find people eventually that you're able to develop that kind of chosen family with. So just, I guess, stop caring what people think as much. But that is really just a life thing. I think, I'm in my mid-20s now, and you get to a stage where you just don't care anymore, and you kind of feel okay, F it, screw it, whatever. Is there anything special that happened in 2021 which I am grateful for? Well, everyone that's watching this video, I guess. That's what I'm grateful for. Connecting with new people and brilliant people, funny people, kind people, compassionate people, loving people. That's been my beautiful side of 2021, and what's really changed my life a little bit this year. Does recording the Rich White Lady videos help with COVID boredom? What else do I do to entertain myself? Of course that's entertaining, it's ridiculous, and my mother helps film, God bless her. Some friends as well. The ridiculousness of the content does make us laugh, so of course that does help with any feelings of boredom. Otherwise, to entertain myself, I like spending time in the garden. It's kind of a new thing that I've developed. I'm growing a ton of vegetables and fruit, and I do like the kind of watching spring take place and all the flowers coming out. I love to cook. I'm actually a very good cook. My eyeline's probably terrible for this video. Apologies. And, you know, old movies, the comforting ones. I'm a bit of a Jurassic Park geek, so like, sometimes that cheers me up. What would I rather throw away, love or money? It's a very easy question. You throw away money. You'd always want to be in love, because money is short term. It's kind of like, you're on to the next, you're on to the next, you're on to the next. And love is something that one should hold on to, I think, if it's going well, and can be incredibly difficult to find. I choose love. Another bestie of mine asks, sweet or savoury? Can I say both? Definitely savoury. I mean, I do have a, people like, you have a sweet tooth, and I'm like, I do have a sweet tooth, but I also like would rather eat savoury food. But I do have a sweet tooth. Like, nothing's too rich. Oh, this is a really sweet one. It's not a question. It says, I don't want to ask you anything. Just want to say that you're awesome and you love the Rich White Lady videos. Well, I love you. Thank you. How did I get the idea for the Rich White Lady videos? Well, in truth, the Big Little Lies theme music came up on my TikTok For You page, and so I was like, oh, they're always at a beach house, you know, like dramatically sipping coffee, and I have these nautical railings at the front of my house that could look a little beach housey. So I just went outside, shot a video, and that did quite well, or at least incredibly well for the account I was running at the time. And then after that, I just started doing different movie sketches. It's the inspiration, you know, Desperate Housewives, Sex and the City, First Wives Club, Blue Jasmine, the list goes on and on and on. I get my inspiration from that, and from my own little crazy noggin as well. What is my favourite Rich White Lady sketch? I love the one with Kesha where she's reading on the phone and she like finds out that the husband's cheated and the hair blows back when she screams. I just think it's so beyond ridiculous. And I love a hair fan moment. I wish I had one on now, but it would interfere with the audio. God, the abuse I endure. Someone says, you're cute. Do you have any brothers? I do have one brother, but he's taken. Sorry. Where am I from? I am from Northern England. Harrogate, Leeds, Yorkshire. I'm aware I don't have a Yorkshire accent. I'm aware I don't even have a really normal English accent. I think my accent is my own creation. I'd like to think of it as kind of like modern day transatlantic, but I mean, that's very over the top. It is what it is. It's just kind of my own creation. I think I go in and out of accents when I'm talking all the time. Like, I'll just be like, you want some coffee? And I'm asking my friend that, and then I pick up the phone to my best friend all the time and we just start talking in an Australian accent. So, how old are you? How dare you? How dare you? I am in my mid-20s, exactly in my mid-20s, but I prefer to think of myself as like ageless. I don't really believe in age. Like, who wants to get older? Where do you shoot most of your videos? At my family home. Thankfully, there's lots of like garden space and different kind of zones outside and close to the house, and different rooms that I can use. So it's mostly at my house, but sometimes at my apartment. And if I'm kind of out in public and think of like a nutty idea, I'm like, you need to take a video of me right now. Skincare routine. I think the previous video that I uploaded on this channel is available, so you can check out my skincare routine there, and thank you for the question. A must-have Rich White Lady item. Well, that's a very difficult question, but I recently replenished my stock of Clive Christian perfume. I love the #1 original one. I also love 1876. This is not sponsored, I wish it was. They just smell absolutely out of this world. They're unbelievable. That's a real luxury item that I have, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to have it. And I consider myself lucky to have something that's so precious. I mean, it's just so, it's presented so beautifully. It lasts all day. It smells amazing. It just, you know, one of those things where you just can't get enough, and you almost could lick it, but it's not like food related at all. Where did I get my opera binoculars? Thanks for the question. I got them, I think, at a market, along with a straw hat. They were like this kind of junk stall thing, and they were about £8. So that's what, like $12 or something like that. Yeah, just kind of found them in random places. But I have Googled since. I think you can get them on Amazon and things like that. Do you get recognised on the streets now? It's not that common. It's usually with younger people, so I don't really leave the house that often. But It's happened a few times. I met a wonderful group of girls the other day that I was having lunch, and they just came up and were really sweet and asked for a picture, and that was really kind of a crazy moment. And then the whole restaurant was kind of like, so it was a little embarrassing. I'm not quite used to that kind of public attention. Once when I was buying some pillows, and then another time, I was actually filming something with a friend, and they were like, "Are you?" I was like, "Yeah," but it's not so often. I can still live my normal life. I don't think of myself as like famous though. Like if anything, like D-list. Shading myself. What does rich white lady carry in her bag? Well, rich white lady carries this bag, and inside of it she carries a mini version of the bag. Did I go to acting school? No, but I've been pretending my entire life. Favorite TV show? At the moment I've just been binge watching out of, I guess, comfort, Motherland a lot. It's a BBC series, but love Desperate Housewives, love Sex and the City. Really used to, for the longest time, love a lot of Bravo shows just for the mind-numbing reality moment. A bit of a guilty pleasure. I actually love the old Top Gear episodes as well, where they do travel trips and stuff like that. I'm quite a car fan. Favorite city to live in and why? This is a really tough question. If I had the choice to be able to live anywhere, you would live in multiple places because you would be able to afford anywhere. Maybe London or New York. But I do love Manchester, that's where I went to university, so maybe there. Haircare routine, you look fab. It's also on my YouTube channel. There's one video with my top 5 products or something like that, and then one on how I usually style it. Am I in a relationship? No! Who is my favourite artist? Do you mean like painting or singing? All everyone knows, if they've been following me for over 3 hours, is that favourite singer, songwriter, producer, Mariah Carey. And artist, I think I really like Gustav Klimt, or some of the modern Jackson Pollock style. Which actress do you project for your rich white lady character? A little Cate Blanchett with a Lifetime bad movie. Will you do a meet and greet in Leeds? I don't know how many people would show up. I would maybe do a small ticketed circle event if it was 20 to 30 people and we could just have 5 minutes with everyone. I feel like I would like to make it more of an intimate experience, let's all go out for dinner and do 10 people and let's all just sit around and have dinner, rather than come up to me, okay, picture, sign, I don't know, it just feels a little money grabbing that way. I feel like an experience would be a nicer thing to do. Or maybe we plan something, like a fundraiser. What shampoo and conditioner do you use for my gorgeous locks? Well, thank you. Percy and Reed, I love them. Not sponsored, but it just really works with my hair. It's stunning. What did you study at university? Law. I just did a regular English LLB degree. When did you start creating on TikTok? Love your videos, thank you. 3 months ago, something like that. It's not been a very long time, maybe 4, I don't know, something like that. I kind of started it in 2021 and just was my friend was telling me it was a hilarious app, so I'm always here for a good time and a laugh. Do you plan to move to the States? Not really. I mean, if there was a real career path that I could see happening in a different location that would make it far more convenient, or I was maybe working in a city too much for me to be flying back and forth or something, then yes, I would move, but no plans at the moment. Do you live alone? I have an apartment, a little pied-à-terre, if you will, in Leeds city centre, and usually I live alone there, but because of COVID, it's just nicer to be at my family home in the countryside. Will you come to Shabbat dinner at my home in Paris? Absolutely. I'm there. What made you want to be an Instagram legend? Or did it naturally happen? Legend, I don't think of myself that way, not yet. Not after 2 months. I'm not gonna give myself legend status. Same with you can't give yourself diva status a year after you've come out. You have to earn these titles. Did I plan it? Not this specifically, but does it feel pashert Yes. Are you and Snooki BFFs? I wish. I would love to just, maybe do a little cameo on Jersey Shore. Snooki and I have had just online interactions. Obviously we all love Snooki, she's hilarious. And sweet as well. So it's just kind of been a little commenting back and forth, but I love her and appreciate her. But thank you for the question. What is my favourite dish in a restaurant? For years, my mind always goes here, so it must be going there for a reason, but I've not really eaten fish for a while because I watch Seaspiracy. Microplastics and environment has put me off. I feel like I'm just gonna have fish on holidays from now on. But I had this seafood and shellfish pizza. Literally salivating at the thought. That was amazing for the longest time, and that used to be really good. So I feel like that's like maybe one of the nostalgic memories that I have of one of my favourite meals. And favourite dish to prepare? Probably more like Mexican food, but my kind of Anglo fusion take on it. I really like to make my kind of version, like a vegan fajitas. Yeah, and it's just amazing. Like I could happily have that as my last meal if I was gonna die. And that took a turn. How are you doing lately? Pretty well. I'm quite in shock. I wake up every day and I'm in shock that I have up to 1.6 million people following or watching. And I know that not every video gets that many people looking at you. I just mean that's the kind of potential or for more. So I'm kind of just a little bit in shock. I'm pinching myself a little bit. It's sinking in more. I'm feeling more not worthy of it. I don't think I'm not like, I deserve this. But it's a kind of assurance. That's what I would say. But I'm doing really well, I think so. Today I feel excellent. I had a really good night's sleep. That often just improves my mood massively. Did you start the Rich White Lady videos with the goal of going viral and getting famous, or rather just for fun? I remember putting effort into videos before on TikTok being like, this one's gonna blow up, I know it. And it was like 300 views, which is still 300 people. If I was speaking in front of 300 people, it would be crazy. So to have over 300 million people seeing what I've done, I don't even know how much, I can't get my head around the number. But the Rich White Lady videos specifically, I kind of just thought it was hilarious, and to pick on the kind of point of view stereotypical moment, that was my goal, and that video did well. So I kind of was like, I think that literally the next video I said, prove to me TikTok isn't broken, and I kind of kept it going from there, and then we turned it into series episodes. And I guess now all TikTokers, I feel like they would be lying if they didn't say that they care about views somewhat. But at the stage that I'm at, I'm really just trying to make people smile and put out videos every day that are just maybe giving someone a little bit of a lift and a boost. And the interaction with people is truly a kind of saving grace for me, but also wonderful. Just to hear kindness, and the outpouring of love and kindness has been shocking to me in what I see online and how negative things can get for people. So I'm just appreciative and grateful for anyone that's shown me kindness, and I'll be eternally indebted. Finally, one of my good Judies here has asked, what is my goal in life? Goals take many forms. You can have professional goals, you can have personal goals. Personal for me is always above professional. Of course, we'd love to have both, but sometimes we can't have it all. I think professionally a goal would be to develop a strong relationship with people that are following me in you, and to be putting out decent quality content for people to just enjoy and get some peace or calmness and a little bit of laughter out of. That would be my professional goal, and in doing that, I guess the support would lift me up and it just keep me at least working professionally and enjoying what I'm doing. And personally, I would like to feel, I guess, just content and happy, but that takes, again, that's a little bit of an airy-fairy kind of thing. Obviously, I would definitely like to meet someone that was a bit of a ride or die in a romantic way, but I'm in no rush for that. That will happen when the right timing, the right person, and when things align. Okay, I think I've pretty much gotten through every Q&A question that I received. I want to thank you so much for asking the questions, I appreciate it. I'll hopefully do another one of these at some time and I'll get to know each other a little bit better, but I appreciate you for watching if you've made it this far. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. But I appreciate you for watching nevertheless. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.